I gotta say, guys, once again, Christopher Landon, you did a great job on another fun thriller film. What is up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. This is OCD Movie Reviews. My name is the Brinkat, and today I'm going to review the latest psychological thriller, and that film is Drop. This movie is directed by Christopher Landon, who directed Happy Death Day and Freaky, and this movie stars Meghann, Fahy, and Sklenar. A widowed mother's first date in years takes a horrifying turn when she's bombarded with enormous threatening messages on her phone during upscale dinner, leaving her questioning if her charming date is behind the harassment. So, Christopher Landon, like I said, he directed movies like Happy Death Day and Freaky, two really good, twisted, fun horror comedies. I really did enjoy that film. So, Christopher Landon is doing a new thriller per se. Like, this is definitely a completely different tone than his other two movies that he's done. So, I was into this movie. From the trailers, it looks like a very simple, one location type thriller film. And I gotta say, guys, once again, Christopher Landon, you did a great job on another fun thriller film. This is a really fun, one location, suspenseful thriller film that also tackles on the horrors of a first date. Now, like I said, this film is a completely different movie than his other movies he's done. You know, the other two movies he's done with Happy Death Day and Freaky, those movies are more of like twisted versions of different movies. You know, Happy Death Day is a twisted version of Groundhog Day, Freaky is a twisted version on Freaky Friday. This movie, it's more of a Hitchcockish inspired film, which I wouldn't say it's a bad thing. You can tell that Christopher Landon is heavily inspired on Alfred Hitchcock because this movie is a pretty old school suspenseful thriller film in a really good way. The cinematography in Drop is really well done in this film. I love the way this movie looks, and also the leads in the film are fantastic. Meghann Fahy, I haven't seen her in a movie before, so this is my first movie that I'm seeing her in. She is fantastic as this main lead. I think the thing with Christopher Landon, he is really good at picking female leads that really stood out in the movie, and Meghann Fahy makes no difference. She's a great main lead in the film. You root for her to get out of the situation that she is in. And when we get to know her character, her backstory in this film, it's really chilling and it makes you feel more sympathy for her character and makes you root for her more to get out of the situation that she is in. Also, Sklenar, hopefully I say his name right, he was in It Ends With Us, which I thought he was pretty good in the film. He is great in this film. And I think what really stands out in Drop is the chemistry between Meghann Fahy and Sklenar. I thought their chemistry is really well done in this film. It felt very natural and realistic. It didn't feel forced or anything. But this whole mystery, who is sending Meghann Fahy these airdrops? Who is threatening her? And it's definitely one of those whodunit movies that it's very easy to come by. You know, it's like movies like Locked that came out this year. You know, it's a very easy movie to basically feel invested in because Christopher Landon does a really good job of keeping you on the edge of your seat the entire time without any pauses. The pacing of Drop is really well done in this film. There are a couple of parts in this movie where I'm like, okay, it tries to be funny at parts. There are some humorous moments that I felt like it did not work for me. But then it just gets back to the thriller aspect, and I was thrilled out throughout the most part of this film. There are parts in Drop when I'm just like, oh shit, damn, this is happening. Like, it really keeps you on the edge of your seat, and it keeps you guessing of basically who is responsible for that stuff. And you're basically on Meghann Fahy's shoes here because, of course, she has to save her son as well in this situation, and of course, she's stuck on the first date, which gets a bit awkward. And I thought that's a really good way to do it, because not just that this movie is about, you know, solving whodunit, basically. This movie is about also the awkwardness and horrors of a first date in general. And it really tackles on those elements really freaking well. So overall, guys, I enjoyed myself with Drop. This is definitely a really fun Alfred Hitchcockish thriller film that is directed really well. Christopher Landon has done it again. Meghann Fahy is great in this film. Sklenar is also great in the film, and their chemistry is really spot on, surprisingly, in this film. The thrills are really fantastic in the film. You really want to know who is behind this and what is happening throughout the film. It's a very simple, suspenseful thriller to watch while also having some really creative aspects to it. And I think Christopher Landon, man, he should keep doing films like this. And it makes me more curious what he's going to do with Scream 7. I'm definitely curious about that. So this is a pretty easy review. I would say for Drop, definitely go see this movie on the big screen. So guys, that is my review for Drop. Let me know what you think of this movie in the comments below. Do you like the film, hate the film, or you thought it's okay? Just let me know in the comments below. Make sure you guys follow me on social media links down below. Get in contact with me, and make sure you guys subscribe to my channel. Notify for my latest movie reviews and other movie related content. Thank you guys so much for watching, and have a nice day.